G'day and welcome to The Tackle. A couple of weeks off, but we are back. Shaun, McManus, how was your holiday?
Had a great time, Joel. Good to be back. Watched the footy whilst I was on holiday, so I'm across everything. No problem there.
Yeah, I'm definitely up to date with everything that went down, especially over the weekend. Let's start things off with game number one, Friday night footy, Carlton and the Collingwood Magpies. I tipped Carlton in this. I really thought they were going to come out and hammer them, especially the way the Pies have been playing the last couple of weeks. Wasn't the case.
Wasn't the case, Joel. I was with you wholeheartedly there. Port Adelaide absolutely creamed Collingwood the week before, so expecting Carlton to come out under Mick Malthouse and perform well. They performed well for one quarter.
Yeah, it was just poo for the next three, unfortunately. Travis Cloke, though, dominated the night. Finally found a bit of touch this year. 5 goals from him. Let's take a look at one of those.
Cloke! He's going to kick his fourth right here and now. What an effort.
Game number 2 was easily, I reckon, the game of the round. The Kennett curse. Everyone loves watching Geelong take on Hawthorn, especially the fact that the Hawks have not beaten the Cats since the 2008 Grand Final, and the Cats notched up another victory.
Let's face it, the Cats should have won that one. Inaccurate kicking cost them winning that Grand Final, but can you believe this curse has lasted so long? I mean, a lot of people still probably thought Hawthorn were the team to tip this weekend, but once again, Geelong's too strong. Their quality players play better in those matches than what the Hawthorn guys do.
Yeah, Hawks had a late surge in the last sort of 10 or 15 minutes of the game, but if the Cats weren't so inaccurate again on Saturday night, they would have killed them by even more. Let's take a look at an awesome Josh Caddy goal for Geelong.
Caddy comes in, kick on the way, bending, he's got it! He's kicked a goal! Caddy has kicked an incredible goal with a bit of right to left swing.
Our final game from the weekend we'll look at, I really am happy to talk about, Shawnee, the Eagles and the Crows. Some Josh Kennedy magic at the end. Got them over the line.
Well, left foot along the boundary line there, Joel. You are a Crow supporter. Once again, you're seeing your team go down the gurgler. What is happening with the Brenton Sanderson trained team there?
Well, the Freo Dockers beat him by 6 points. They lost to Hawthorn by 8. They lost to Port Adelaide after being 30 points up. And now they lose to West Coast in the last 3 minutes. It is a frustrating season, but I think we'll just put it to bed and we'll just look at 2014.
You need to. Big win for the West Coast, by the way, and I'm sure that'll grow their confidence.
Yeah, let's have a look at the winning goal from Josh Kennedy in the last minute or so of the game against the Crows.
Crucial one-on-one battle with Hill. Kennedy comes scooting through off the left foot. Can they stop it? He's covered in glory, Josh Kennedy. What a kick! What a kick!
That's it for that weekend. How about this weekend, though? Lots of big games on the way. Friday night, I reckon, Collingwood, Adelaide. The Pies, they're looking pretty comfortable, but Adelaide, if they don't win this, well, they're in trouble.
Their season's done and dusted. From a tipping point of view, Joel, this week, it seems like you'll be able to marry each game up pretty convincingly, to be honest. Some of the stronger teams playing the weaker ones. The only one game that could be a 50-50, and that is the Eagles versus Fremantle, the derby this Sunday. What are your thoughts?
I think the Dockers are absolutely flying, and we saw last weekend they got Pavlich, Sandilands, Mundy, and Barlow's back in the side. They looked a little bit rusty, but I think they've got that game out of the way. It'd be very tough to tip West Coast this weekend. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. Fremantle to be the team, but you come back to a derby. West Coast should be able to get their mentally. They should be able to get themselves up for this one. If they're ever going to win, they've got the home ground advantage. They'll have the 44,000 screaming for them this week. Can they do it? I hope not.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say we're both tipping Fremantle in this one. Let's have a look at the top 5 for the Dream Team points. Shawnee, no surprise there to see Dane Swan at the very top. He absolutely killed it on Friday night.
He's been backing it up with 40 possession games the whole way around. Tough to stop. You can't tag him anymore. Comes off the bench, runs a mark, does his own thing. He's been terrific.
And my team was absolutely awful. No Ablett played on the weekend. He's my captain. Forgot to trade him out. And Jobe Watson was my other one, and he got injured in the first couple of minutes of the game.
Broke his collarbone. The one that did well was Brad Ebert from Port Adelaide, so he was well and truly up on the weekend's performance. Pendlebury as usual. Ryan O'Keefe's had an outstanding year, and Joel Selwood rounded out the 5.
Well, that's going to do it for the tackle this week. Well, a couple of things we want to touch on. Wednesday night, make sure you're watching Channel 9 as Shaun McManus is going to be playing in the EJ Witten's Legends game. Cannot wait for that. Maybe if you snap a sausage roll, can you do a signal so us Nova people know that you're pointing us out in the camera?
What will it be? What are you looking for?
A giant N or M for McManus or something on top of your head? Something. Just look at us
We'll see
and
how it
point.
goes. We'll see how it goes.
And we'll know that he's looking at us. So watch that on Wednesday night. You're going to get a kick?
Probably get a couple of kicks. I've been away for the last couple of weeks just drinking fizz, to be perfectly honest, so it might be a little bit underdone. But the other thing is this weekend, there are no trains running for the Western Derby, which happens on Sunday. You're going to have to get on the push bike or certainly carpool the way to get into Subiaco.
Get a mate to drop you off or just sleep outside Patterson Stadium. Whatever's easier. We'll see you next week.
Nova.